Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulls will kick it away first. Bringing it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the 1st down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Rasmussen. The Zips will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Zips with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Zips.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Buffalo, 0.
Down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Discards a man. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Using his legs, it's Peters. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets him to the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Luna. Snowed under by the defense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker is Luna. Guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the run. Fighting off the defender. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on your heels.
That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Rasmussen. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Gonna run it. It's Rasmussen. On the move at the 30. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Akron!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to South Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got the first down and more. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Coming after him. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's open. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Runs through the tackle. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Wide out in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
It's caught. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Fires into the end zone. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. They go to the ground. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Offense backed up inside their own 10-yard line. You've got to give yourself some space to work, so you dial up the run play, and your offensive line delivers. Huge holes up front for that big game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. The play action fake. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Zips decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Takes the handoff. It's Peters. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job, and he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
On the string. It's now 2nd down.
2nd down coming up. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Looking deep. Makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Finds his man down the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
On the ground, it's Rasmussen.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? It's complete to the left. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great to tackle for a loss on first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
3rd and goal coming up here. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Zips will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fair catch, called for and made. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's got it down the middle. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking for room, it's Peters. And the Bulls get enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. Back open in the middle. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Brings up second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback now breaking the field. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
It's still 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Going to the running game. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Solid pick up of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
At the 24. 3rd down coming.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Coffee. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Running it back, it's Willihan. And the returner will be knocked down. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Brought down at the 37. Third down coming up.
Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Luna. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Singleton. He's right on target.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Completes it in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the counter. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Leaves it with the running back. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Buffalo 17, Akron 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 Spider.
Lowers those pads. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. If this dude were kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
And he breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the Zips in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Zips will keep this drive going.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Zips are threatening in the red zone. Power football with the run. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to pass on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Between the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Zips want to move quickly. On third and short, the power run here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Zips!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year. But I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Takes a handoff. It's Peters. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Third down coming up.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. Third down and 2. To the air, it's Singleton. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the toss. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Got it.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Wants to throw. It's Singleton. Throwing right. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28.
4-2 Spider.
He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Smashes it between the uprights. Just over a minute to go. Drama is high, guys, to see if they can hold on to this lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. It's caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Coffee. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. The 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Buffalo. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make you forget that.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pillow around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Fires to the right. And the ball is intercepted.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.
So that